On August 5th, 2024, the Damen Green Line station opened for revenue service. The construction of the station was announced in 2017, and the official groundbreaking was in 2018. After quite a few delays, actual construction that involves more than just sticking a shovel in the ground began in 2022. Here we are in 2024, and the station is finally complete. The Damen Green Line station is on the Lake Street section of the Green Line, situated at Damen and Lake on the near west side. There actually used to be a Damen station here that opened when the Lake Street L opened in 1893. Once the CTA took over the Lake Street L in 1948, they closed the station to speed up trains, but now it's back. While the station opened at about 4 a.m., I decided that was too early to be there, and I wanted to film while it was a bit lighter to get better quality shots, so I got there around dawn. Upon arriving at the station, there are two very noticeable things. Number one, the green trusses surrounding the elevator shaft and going over the tracks. And number two, the gigantic mezzanine. This mezzanine has to be one of the biggest mezzanines in the system, and certainly the biggest of any station that doesn't serve a large bus terminal. The most striking part is simply the high ceiling. The fare gauge just feels so tiny compared to it. There is also a fantastic art installation covering most of the west wall. And in addition to that, the entire east and west walls are made of glass, allowing you to see the entire mezzanine from the outside. The roof is also made of wood, which is very unique. Now on the outside, there's a pretty large plaza, and while it is nice and all, it does feel pretty barren. I would like to see a little market set up, as there's certainly space for it, so hopefully the city would allow that. The plaza does have a good amount of seating near the bus stop for the 50, as well as the maps that are standard for L stations. While the platform isn't as striking as the mezzanine, it's still quite unique. Since the station is directly over Lake Street, there isn't any room for passage below the platforms. Because of this, in order to get to the platform on the opposite side of the street from the mezzanine, you have to cross up and over from the platform directly adjacent to the mezzanine. However, there is an auxiliary exit at the opposite platform, so if you're getting off, that trek isn't absolutely necessary. The crossover bridge is quite impressive. It's encased in a striking bright green truss, which is very cool to walk through and also just cool to look at from the outside. The view from inside the walkway is also very nice. Despite looking amazing, the mezzanine and walkway are quite hot inside. All that glass has kind of turned it into a greenhouse. The platforms themselves, while nice, do have some interesting design choices. Most of the canopy is made of completely clear glass, so it provides no shade. While many stations on the CTA have glass canopies, the glass on those canopies are tinted to the point where they provide significant shade. The glass at Damen provides next to no shade. The platforms are sufficiently wide, and they can fit trains with a maximum length of 8 cars. A legitimate critique of the station would be that it's overbuilt. The size of the station is definitely unusual for a station that serves a primarily residential neighborhood with pretty low foot traffic. However, the hope is that the station will encourage significant development in the area, especially around the United Center, which is currently surrounded by a bunch of parking lots. The area around the United Center should really be like Wrigleyville, with lots of shops and restaurants and people walking to places other than their car. Once development really takes off, the large mezzanine won't feel so out of place. Despite some design issues, I think the station is overall really great. It looks really nice and is functionally up to standards. It just might get a little hot during the summer. This station is super unique. There's absolutely nothing like it on the CTA. The giant mezzanine, the wood roof, the bright green trusses, all that is super iconic and an excellent addition to the L system.